Listen, some of the biggest R&B and soul hits you grew up with weren't carried by the singer first. They were carried by a guitar line, that little lick that makes you smile before the chorus even lands. The smooth rhythm that holds the groove together. The tiny slide you never noticed until you heard it on headphones at night. But here's the wild part. Most people don't know the names of the guitarists who played those parts. So in this video, we're counting down 10 criminally overlooked R&B and soul guitarists, the secret hands behind the hits. No repeats, no fluff, just the real players who shaped the sound of your childhood. And stay to the end, because number 1 played a guitar hook so famous you've probably hummed it 1,000 times, without ever knowing who created it. I didn't know his name when I first heard this song. None of us did. What I knew was the feeling. Get on the Floor wasn't the biggest record on Off the Wall, but if you were around back then, radio on late, lights low, maybe dancing in your room, that guitar felt like it had wheels on it. It slid, it bounced, it didn't shout, it moved. That was Wah Wah Watson.
Just dance across the floor.
He wasn't there to steal attention. He was there to make the groove feel alive. His guitar line doesn't fight the bass or the drums. It sneaks in between them, like it's whispering instructions to your body. You don't hear it first. You feel it in your shoulders, your feet, your neck. I learned later that Wah Wah Watson was one of those guys producers called when they needed magic but didn't want flash. He played on Stevie Wonder records, Motown sessions, disco sides, but this Michael Jackson cut shows his genius clearly. The guitar is the hidden engine of the song. Take it out, and the track loses its glide. This is the kind of playing you grow up with and don't even realize you're being educated.
If this song just hits you in that quiet place, don't let this moment be a one-time thing. Subscribe to Demo. We're building a home for real R&B and soul. The kind that heals, the kind that tells the truth. Hit subscribe and come back whenever you need a song that understands you.
If you watched Soul Train, you heard this song. If you danced in your living room, you felt this song. If you grew up in the 70s, this was the sound. But nobody talked about the guitar. TSOP is smooth, elegant, and perfectly balanced. Nothing is doing too much, and that's exactly where TJ Tyndall comes in. His guitar doesn't scream for attention. It holds the floor steady so everything else can glide. I remember how this record felt different from funk records out of Detroit or Memphis. Philly soul was cleaner, softer, more dressed up, and Tyndall's rhythm guitar matched that energy perfectly. No wasted notes.
Last verse.
No sharp edges, just calm confidence. This is grown music, music that knows where it's going and doesn't rush. TJ Tyndall didn't need a solo. He already won by making the whole song float. By the early 80s, everything was changing. Synths were taking over, drum machines were becoming kings, and a lot of guitar players got pushed to the background. David Williams found a way to stay essential. Ain't Nobody is futuristic, smooth, and cool. But listen closely, and you'll hear his guitar locking the whole song together. It's tight, controlled, precise, like a seatbelt holding a fast car steady. I remember hearing this on the radio and thinking how clean everything sounded. Nothing sloppy, nothing loose. That's David Williams's world. He played with Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, Madonna. But here, with Chaka Khan, you hear his restraint. He doesn't fight the synths. He blends with them. His guitar becomes part of the machine without losing its soul. That's a hard balance to pull off, and he made it sound easy. Love Train sounds happy, bright, hopeful. but it also sounds solid, like it can't fall apart. That's Bobby Eli. Philly soul had polish, but it still needed muscle underneath. Bobby Eli's guitar keeps this song rolling forward, like wheels on a track. You don't notice him right away, but if you remove his part, the whole thing feels empty. I remember how this song felt like a celebration, but not a wild one. It was organized joy. Everybody in step, everybody moving together. That's rhythm guitar at its highest level, making unity sound musical. Bobby Eli wasn't trying to be a star. He was trying to make the record last forever, and it did.
All right, y'all ready to get down?
When this song dropped, it felt like time slowed down. I remember people arguing about the video, the vocals, the mood, but musicians heard something else. They heard space, they heard patience, they heard Spanky Alford. His guitar on this track barely raises its voice. It breathes, it waits, it lets silence do part of the work. This is neo-soul at its deepest, music that trusts the listener to lean in. Spanky Alford understood that sometimes the most powerful thing you can do on a guitar is not play too much. Every note he hits feels intentional. Every pause feels emotional. This wasn't background music. This was late night, eyes closed, headphones on music. And his guitar is the reason it feels so personal. These 5 players didn't chase the spotlight. They built the feeling. They're the reason these songs still move us decades later, even when we can't explain why. The first time I heard "I'll Take You There," it didn't feel like a song. It felt like an invitation. No flashy intro, no big announcement. Just a groove that walks in calm and confident, like it already knows you're coming along.
I'll take you there. Oh, let me take it there.
That warm, steady guitar holding everything together? That's Eddie Hinton, straight out of Muscle Shoals. Back then, Muscle Shoals records had a feeling you couldn't fake. They sounded human. You could hear the room. You could hear the fingers.
All right, yeah.
Eddie Hinton's guitar doesn't rush. It doesn't decorate. It just tells the truth. This song didn't need excitement. It needed belief. And his guitar gave it that steady, faithful walk that made the message feel real. You didn't just listen to "I'll Take You There," you trusted it. When Rock Steady comes on, you don't ask questions. Your body answers for you. Cornell Dupree's guitar on this track has bite. It snaps, it pushes, it gives the song its attitude. Aretha is in full control, but Cornell is right there beside her, locking the groove so tight it feels dangerous. I remember hearing this on the radio and thinking how confident it sounded. No doubt, no hesitation. That's Cornell Dupree's style. He played for the song, but he played with authority. His guitar doesn't show off, but it commands. It tells the rhythm section where to stand. It tells the vocals where to lean. Take that guitar out, and Rock Steady loses its teeth. This is backbone playing at its strongest. Firm, fearless, and unforgettable. Some guitar parts don't sound like strings. They sound like feelings. Teenie Hodges' guitar on "Let's Stay Together" is romance in sound. Soft, patient, perfectly timed. Every note feels like it's placed exactly where it needs to be, and nowhere else. I remember how this song played at family gatherings, slow dances, late nights. Nobody talked during it. The guitar told you everything you needed to know before Al Green even opened his mouth. Teenie didn't crowd the song. He respected it. His guitar doesn't chase the melody. It walks beside it. That's why this record still feels intimate, even decades later. This is the kind of playing that teaches you something without ever lecturing you.
But don't you cry, hold your head up high, remember.
That opening guitar line still stops me every time. Before Marvin sings a word, Marv Tarplin's guitar already tells you the mood. It sounds gentle, but it carries weight, like hope mixed with sadness.
All of a sudden it seemed to disappear.
Like someone trying to stay strong while feeling everything. I remember hearing this song and realizing music could ask questions instead of just entertaining. And Tarplin's guitar sets that tone perfectly. It doesn't cry, it doesn't smile. It does both at once. His playing feels thoughtful, reflective, human. That guitar isn't there to impress you. It's there to make you listen.
If this song just hits you in that quiet place, don't let this moment be a one-time thing. Subscribe to Demo. We're building a home for real R&B and soul. The kind that heals, the kind that tells the truth. Hit subscribe and come back whenever you need a song that understands you.
Some guitar parts become bigger than the guitarist. This is one of them. That opening lick in My Girl is one of the most recognizable sounds in music history. You hear it, and everything stops. Weddings, radio, movies, family barbecues. It works everywhere. But for years, most of us didn't know it was Robert White. His genius was simplicity. No speed, no tricks. Just the right notes, played with perfect timing and warmth. That guitar line feels like sunshine breaking through clouds. It sets the emotional tone for the entire song before a single lyric arrives. I grew up with that sound. We all did. And once you know who played it, you realize how many moments in your life were quietly shaped by one man's guitar. Robert White didn't just play a hook. He gave the world a feeling it never forgot. These 5 guitarists weren't chasing fame. They were building the foundation. And decades later, we're still standing on it. The journey doesn't end here, R&B soul lovers. Watch this next.